What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nasher. Welcome back to the channel. And today's WWE video, there's a lot to talk about. Even though we're already on night 2 of the WWE draft, there is a lot to talk about, including the latest on whether or not Samoa Joe's in-ring career is really over, as well as, if I can find it, if I can look them up, Lars Sullivan in even more trouble for inappropriate conduct, as well as we just found out today that the Amway Center is going to carry on with the Thunderdome into November, and also the latest on the plans for WrestleMania 37 and 38. Maybe. Let's see. Yes, including the latest on the plans for WrestleMania 37 and 38. So let's talk about the Amway Center. So the Amway Center has been home to the WWE Thunderdome since August. So for the last couple of months, actually, and we just found out today by. Shoutouts to Andrew Pollard from What Culture, just posted today, and apparently it's going to be going, and apparently the Thunderdome is going to continue until November. While it was originally reported that WWE would be utilizing the Thunderdome setting in the Amway Center through until the end of October, it looks as if that arrangement has been extended. According to PW Insider, WWE and Orlando, Florida's Amway Center, have come to an agreement that will see WWE shows emanate from the venue until at least the end of November. The current deal sees Orlando receiving $10,000 for any Monday night, for any Monday or Friday events, as in Raw or SmackDown. $12,500 for every Sunday pay-per-view. $7,500 for any day WWE staff work in the Amway Center building, and $2,500 for any days where no WWE work takes place. Interestingly, that original deal also calls for no fans to be allowed to attend WWE events. If WWE has any plans to change this in the future, that would require a new agreement to be arranged. WWE has been using the Amway Center as its home since August 21st on SmackDown, with the venue hosting both Raw and SmackDown pay-per-views since then. Not to mention being the local where WWE pay-per-views have aired from. Okay, so let me state for the record, that is a lot of money that Orlando is receiving. That is a lot of money. Now I fully understand why, what they were going at with the whole, with the, with the pandemic going on. Now that's pretty crazy. But for them to host, Raw, SmackDown, and the pay-per-views once again inside the Thunderdome, I think it's an excellent idea. I think they need to keep it, inside the WWE Thunderdome, because already right now the cases in Florida have started to slowly go down. So as long as they stay inside, as long as they stay in Orlando, they should be okay. That's pretty interesting though, because with Hell in a Cell coming up in less than a couple weeks, there's no telling what could be next. There's no telling what's gonna happen once the draft is over after tonight, and once once Hell in a Cell comes to pass, because once Hell in a Cell is over, we have Survivor Series, and from what I understand, supposedly we also have NXT Takeover War Games, which I don't know if we're gonna do. I don't know if WWE will do that, considering the fact that it takes up a lot of time to expand the the location to do War Games. So I'm not so sure if they'll be able to do it. But that's actually a pretty interesting piece of news. But it is, but again, it is a good thing because as long as they stay in Orlando, the cases are gonna go down extensively, like extensively down, which is honestly a smart thing that WWE is doing. So now Lars Sullivan in more trouble for inappropriate conduct. This doesn't really surprise me because Lars Sullivan is, well, Lars Sullivan. We have not seen him in well over a year. Well over a year. And shoutouts to Michael Hamflet for this article. And let's see here. Lars Sullivan allegedly sent inappropriate direct messages to an online yoga teacher. Name I'm not going to say just because I don't want to, like... Yeah, you guys get the idea. To an online yoga teacher. According to screenshots shared by a Reddit user, who happens to be the yoga teacher's husband, the full message was posted by the user, which is down below. So I'm not going to show you guys what they are, but I want to see for myself. Let's see. I'm just reading this off. Okay, yeah, this doesn't surprise me. This was later followed up with further information noting, quote, it is unfortunate 100% real. This guy was given the benefit of the doubt. It's unfortunate to see women trying to operate in a professional capacity treated like this. If you look at SC and the post about an article, you'll see my wife. Oh, okay. Sullivan is no stranger to the controversies tied to this behavior online. He was found to have made several homophobic, sexist, and racist remarks on bodybuilding forums in the 2000s, as well as some other regrettable comment about Stephanie McMahon following her 2001 interview with Howard Stern. Ooh, okay. I'm not gonna... Okay, so, alright, Okay, yes. Okay, so it just goes on saying that he returned this past Friday on SmackDown and whatnot. However, though, WWE have yet to provide a statement nor confirm if plans for Sullivan going forward remain the same. Okay, so we know that Lars Sullivan is going to be a part of the pool for night 2 of the draft tonight. Lars Sullivan has had, obviously you guys know, if you guys have seen Lars Sullivan in NXT like I have, you will know that Lars Sullivan is, there's a reason why he's known as the Freak, because he has done some of the most freakish things in NXT. Obviously he's broken ladders, he's done a lot of crazy shit. And as of now, we actually have an update on that, so I'm gonna follow this article up with an update on what's going on. So apparently there was an update posted today by Andrew Pollard. So the article reads, in a follow-up to today's earlier story, Lars Sullivan getting himself in further hot water, it looks as if the Freak has few supporters in the WWE locker room. As reported earlier, Sullivan sent messages to a married yoga teacher. Now, according to the ever-reliable WrestleVote, Sullivan doesn't have too many fans behind the scenes in WWE. Okay, so WrestleVote had posted on Twitter earlier today, just a few hours ago, saying WWE is aware of Lars Sullivan's latest troubles, and it's beyond safe to say he doesn't have many supporters left in the locker room. However, one of those supporters has the ultimate say, so that's that. By all accounts, it seems that Vince McMahon is a huge supporter of Lars Sullivan, and let's face it, if Vince is behind you, then you're pretty much untouchable. Still, Sullivan is no stranger to controversy. Way before he was sending messages to people online, Sullivan had made outrageous comments, including targeting Stephanie. And again, it just goes on talking about his knee injury from last year and whatnot. And also says here that he's a free agent. So given the fact that given the fact that Lars Sullivan is one of the strongest dudes that we have on in WWE now, is a testament to what that says about him. Obviously, too, he's had several title opportunities. He's had shots at the NXT Championship, the NXT North American Championship. But again, to their point, he hasn't been on WWE programming in well over a year because of two reasons. One is because of his knee injuries, and two is also because of the fact that he also has anxiety issues as well, which that right there was a big factor to his career, which explains why they told him to stay away, stay home, and whenever he was ready, he can come back and do his own thing. I honestly hope that all that does get resolved, because Lars Sullivan has a bright future in WWE. It's a matter of whether or not he's able to capitalize on it. If you guys get what I'm saying. So, I mean, honestly, there's not much to say about that, but that's that. That is that. Alright, you guys, now the big question here is Samoa Joe's career over? In-ring career over? So, shout out to Gareth Morgan from What Culture. Speaking on a recent episode of the Wild On podcast, current WWE star Samoa Joe revealed whether his time as an in-ring competitor was over. For much of 2020, Joe has primarily been... Okay, seriously? Fucking ads. Thank you. Primarily been spotted sitting behind the Monday Night Raw commentator's desk. Though Joe has undoubtedly excelled in the role, this position has led to many wondering when or even if, we'll ever see him back in action again. Now Joe has confirmed that he still has unfinished business in the square circle, but has also currently enjoyed the other focuses in his life. He says, quote, "Right now I've been enjoying commentary on Raw. It's been a fun challenge. It's something very new and I'm enjoying that. Obviously I'm not done in the ring by any means. I think right now I'm just kind of exploring things and seeing how I feel about it. Aside from that, I've been doing a lot of voice acting lately. It's kind of fun, cool, and that's a very enjoyable thing. So some projects on the rise and some projects coming out really soon with Warner Brothers. It's a cool thing. I'm really fortunate, and I'm happy that I'm doing the things that I'm doing right now." With Joe recently announced as the voice of King Shark in the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League video game, and regularly still calling the action on Monday nights, it appears that the former NXT champion has more than a few things on his plate at this moment in time. However, he still seems fully committed to an in-ring return at some point in the future. So here's hoping that he can leave his recent injuries troubles in the rear view mirror and return to kicking everybody's ass sooner than later. Yeah, so Samoa Joe, he's one of the best to lace up the boots. Whether he does submission, high risk, whatever. This dude can do it all. Honestly, obviously you guys know Samoa Joe has had quite a few injuries in 2019 and 2020. Has done commentary a few times. Has been in the ring. Has teamed up with with Kevin Owens, the Viking Raiders against Seth Rollins and Murphy and AOP when AOP was still around. Nowadays, obviously now, hang on. Obviously now in the draft, as of now on Raw, we have Drew McIntyre, Asuka, The Hurt Business, AJ Styles, Naomi, Nia Jackson, Shayna Baszler, Ricochet, Mandy Rose, Miz and Morrison, Dana Brooke, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, Angel Garza, Humberto Carrillo, Tucker, and Drew Gulak. And on SmackDown, we have Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair, Jey Uso, Rey Mysterio and his son Dom, Big E, Otis, Murphy, and Kalisto. So they've already split up Heavy Machinery. They've already split up the New Day. That begs the question: what's next? Where Samoa Joe will go once the draft is over. Obviously, I've heard rumors that Samoa Joe will be staying on Raw as a commentator once the draft is fully over. If that is the case, then I think the things that he's doing now, I say go for it. I say go for it. I've been a fan of Samoa Joe for a long time, and I think honestly, and as he said, it's a fun challenge for him. I think this is something that he, I think, in my honest opinion, I say go again. I say go for it. And again, King Shark. Ooh, I've never heard of King Shark. I don't know him. I don't know King Shark, but yeah. Again, I think honestly, in my opinion, I think his career could be done, given the fact that Samoa Joe has had more injuries than almost anybody in the world. That right there is a testament to what that says about Samoa Joe. Which brings me to the question of the day. Do you guys believe that Samoa Joe's in-ring career is done? Let me know in the comments below. And with that being said, the last thing is the rumors is the update for WrestleMania 37 and 38. So, shoutouts to Liam Winter from Wrestle Talk. A new update has been provided regarding plans in WWE for WrestleMania 37 in 2021 and 38 in 2022. The plan, as per the Wrestling Observer newsletter, is for WrestleMania 37 to take place on March 28th at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. This much has been reported previously. It follows the news that Florida is now allowing full capacity crowds for sporting events. Raymond James Stadium was the original venue for WrestleMania 36 this past April before everything got locked down and it had to be in the Performance Center instead. In the newest update provided by the One, this means the plan is for WrestleMania 38 in 2022 to take place in Los Angeles. WWE always wanted WrestleMania to be in LA in 2022, but the city wanted 2021. It does seem like WWE is at its closest in months to starting to tour again with fans in attendance at shows. A particular star has said he will, quote, assess the situation if that ends up being the case. Okay, so honestly, that kind of hurt. That kind of stings. That kind of stings a little bit, just because of the fact that obviously WrestleMania has took place in Los Angeles countless times. Obviously with I think with WrestleMania 2, WrestleMania 7, WrestleMania 12, WrestleMania 16, WrestleMania 21, WrestleMania WrestleMania 31, and then also with this upcoming WrestleMania, I was hoping it would take place at SoFi Stadium with over 110,000. That would be incredible, but it is what it is. It does sting for me as a big fan, but honestly, I'm not gonna complain about it. But I think this is a great idea just because of the fact that we're still under a pandemic. We might not be able to get away from the pandemic until possibly next year. Who the hell knows? Honestly, though, I think this is very interesting. It's very interesting to a very interesting development. But of course, too, I'm sure within the next couple of months, WWE will address that at some point. If they do, they'll probably address it during Royal Rumble weekend, which is a very high possibility. But again, going back to what I said in one of my earlier videos, is it smart for WWE to bring in fans at full capacity? No, it's not. It's not the wise decision, because the cases can go up extensively. The cases can go up extensively. The death toll can also go up extensively, which is another big problem that WWE is also trying to avoid. Thus, the reason why the WWE Thunderdome is continuing their events until the end of November. So possibly by the end of November, we might find out what they have planned once that deal comes up. But it is what it is. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Question of the day: is Samoa Joe's in-ring career done? Let me know in the comments below. And that is going to do it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash the thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys love seeing these news videos for WWE and for YuGiOh, definitely hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you guys do not miss out on any new content that comes your way. And be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. All the links, all three of my links, are down in the description below. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.